Welcome to day number 3 of the Build Your Profitable YouTube Channel in 1 hour a day challenge. My name is Meredith. I'm the host of this challenge, as you know already. And today we're going to be talking about money. We're going to be talking about multiple revenue streams and how to um, earn money through multiple revenue streams on YouTube, even when you have a super tiny small channel or a young channel, as I like to call it. And we have a lot to cover today. So if you can hear me and see me, let me know in the comments. As I have said on the other days, sometimes the comments get a little bit finicky when I'm live with Restream. Sometimes I don't see them. And of course, I want to make sure that you all can hear me and see me before I start talking. So, all right, Andrew can hear me. Awesome. Thank you, Andrew. Hey, Terry's here. Awesome. Cool. All right. So I'm going to share my slides with you. I am also, I just sort of like randomly, like 5 minutes ago, decided to go live on Instagram while I'm live here with y'all. So I have Instagram over here. But if you're watching on Instagram, you can't see my slides and you're going to miss a lot of really cool stuff. So you can just leave Instagram. Sorry, Mark Zuckerberg. Leave Instagram, go over to YouTube and search up my channel and you'll see me live over there. And then you can see my slides. So we're going to get started here. Just a reminder to make sure that you're using the workbook. And you're keeping track of your bingo squares and playing the bingo game, because at the end of this week, you'll be able to submit the bingo board, the whole bingo board, once you have it complete and you've done all the tasks. And you will be entered to win a couple of prizes. One of them is a $50 Amazon gift card. Another one is either I will let the winner pick either a mini tripod like this. I don't know if you can see it because I'm small over here. A mini tripod like this, or a flexible tripod, and a light up sign like this one they have back there. I'm not going to pick it up because my letters will fall out. So if you haven't signed up, if you're watching this challenge here now for the first time, you're like, what's going on? Why are you on my screen? I don't know what you're talking about. Then go to vidpromom.com/challenge so you can get the daily lessons and tasks and homework in your email inbox so that you don't miss any of them. It is a completely free challenge. It's tons of fun. The group is tons of fun. And the problem is it's only 5 days. We're on day 3. So if you haven't signed up, it's really not too late. You do have lots of time to catch up. I know that Andrew had posted his homework from the first 2 days this morning while he's on vacation. So there's lots of people that are just getting started and catching up. You have plenty of time to catch up, but you have to sign up to get into the Facebook group and all that stuff. And you can do that at vidpromom.com/challenge. We sort of like start together and finish together, but we also let people in to catch up too. So I don't want to leave anybody behind. So let's talk about monetization and multiple revenue streams. Now I know yesterday I figured out a way to make my slides bigger, and I keep hitting the wrong buttons to do that. What the heck? You would think, being the technical nerd that I am, that this wouldn't be difficult for me, but sometimes it is. So most people think that by creating great content on YouTube, you're either going to, one, have enough subscribers and views to rack up thousands of dollars every month with YouTube ad revenue, or two, some company is going to come with their checkbook and they're going to come along, they're going to start cutting you checks just because, or like just because they like you, or three, that you have to have millions of subscribers to make any money at all. And it's not that making great content doesn't lead to profitability, but if you're waiting to be monetized or waiting for a company to approach you to work together so that they can pay you, you'll be leaving money on the table right now, even as a small channel, even as you're just starting out, brand new channel, very few subscribers, or a young channel, as I like to call it. Um, you'll be leaving money on the table if you don't have your revenue stream set up from the beginning. And if you think about any successful business, and I actually tried to think of this, are there any businesses that just like set up shop and then figure out how to make money? It's opposite, right? You have like a product or a service and you create a business around that revenue stream in order to bring that revenue stream in. For some reason, content creators, especially YouTube creators, are like, no, 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 I'm going to do all the work. I'm going to set up my channel. I'm going to do all these videos and then I'll figure out how to make money. Or then some company is going to reach out and start paying me. Why do we do that? Why do we do that? It's time to start treating our YouTube channel like a real business, like any other business, and talk about how to earn revenue from the beginning, from day one, so that you can build a profitable YouTube channel. That's the name of the challenge, right? So who has time to create content that never leads to revenue? I don't, you don't, especially as a side hustle content creator. So you could make the best videos in the world. You could be an expert filmmaker, but if you still don't have any revenue stream set up, there's no way for you to even earn that revenue, right? Remember yesterday I said that coming up with ideas off the top of your head could mean, if you don't do any further research at all or any further planning, it could mean that you make fantastic videos, but no one can find them or watch them. And today it's like a similar thing. You could make the best videos in the world, but if they don't ever lead to revenue, then they don't ever lead to revenue, right? So today we're going to continue to flesh out our video topics here, and kind of like yesterday, we thought up some ideas that were aligned with our who and our why. And then we talked about what could be on the channel. And now we want to talk about how those topics are actually going to earn revenue on our channel. How can we create monetizable content out of those topics so that as your audience grows, your income flows, right? That's a fill in the blank on your bingo board, right? Yeah, it is. But you probably already have that filled in if you watched the kickoff video. So, viewers don't just hand out dollar bills for great content, right? There's no, well, actually there is now, but previously there hasn't really been a tip jar on YouTube. Now they have a, oh, I can't remember what it's called. It's not called a tip jar, but it's like a thank you button where if your video is helpful, someone could actually pay you like $1 or something. I don't know how that works. I don't know how lucrative that is, but it's a fairly new thing on YouTube. And I don't actually know if it's available on all channels. I don't know that I have it on my channel. So with the right plan in place, you can create content that leads to revenue. And I want to share a few stories and case studies, including how I 10x'd one of my revenue streams last year, sort of both, because of the spiderweb effect that we have been talking about here and there, paired with a really easy revenue stream that I want to share with you. And if you have my Earn 1K a month with YouTube program, some of these revenue streams are going to be really familiar to you. Andrew's super chat is similar on live shows. There's super chat where people can pay, $1 or $5 or even more, basically to get people's attention. That's basically what it is. Super chat's been around for a while for live streams. And then they just created something like, it's basically the same thing, but it's for videos that aren't live. And it's called Thank You something, thank you button or something like that. So yesterday you wrote down 10 topics off the top of your head, and you also had put some topics that were um your start here topics, right? If we were going to sit down and have coffee and you were going to tell me how to get started with whatever it is that you teach or you do or like whatever you're going to create content about on YouTube, what are those start here topics? What would you tell me to do if I was starting from scratch? And today I want you to keep going with this brainstorming, and we are just brainstorming here. Nothing is set in stone. It's just coming up with some ideas and seeing where they go. And because you post your homework in the Facebook group, then other people can give you ideas as well. So it's all just brainstorming and then using everyone else's brains too to help you out. And we all help each other. And you guys are so fantastic at that in the group. So the four boxes that you have are to think of your daily use products or software. So these are things that when you're thinking about the videos that you create, what you're doing in the videos or what you're showing in the videos, um, what are the products that you're using? Like I use a camera, I use a microphone, I use lights. I don't have my light on. I have another little light on over here. I use software, right? Obviously, I'm using software right now. I use video editing software. So daily use products or software. And it doesn't have to necessarily be things that you use every single day. But if you're to use gardening, for example, the niche that I've been, the fictional channel that you'll never see me create. It's like we're not gardening every day, but when we're gardening, we're using this is the soil, these are the tools, this is the fertilizer that I use, like that kind of stuff. You want your dream brands on there. So any brand that if they called you up and said, "Hey, um, we want to send you our next new product release. Would you like it?" Like, heck yeah. So what are those dream brands that you would just be like, "Oh my gosh, so excited to hear from?" For me, it would be Canon, it would be Sigma. My lens is from Sigma. It would be Apple. I'll take anything from Apple. Um, it would be um I don't there's lots, right? Um Apple, Canon, if you're listening, give me a call. Those are pretty big brands, right? But those are some dream brands. And then if you have an idea or maybe you already have a digital product or program like Terry, if Terry's here still, Terry has a membership program. That's a digital product essentially. If you have a digital product, program, course, membership, or if you have an idea for something down the road, then write that down too. Again, we're just brainstorming. Dream big, right? And then some services. And services may not apply to everybody. Digital products may not apply to everybody. If you have no desire to sell a service where, somebody's like hiring you to design their website or that's like the only service I've ever offered, outside of YouTube stuff. But, a service would be like fixing somebody's plumbing or something, right? If you have no desire to have people hire you to do a service, then you don't have to worry about that, but just still get to brainstorm and come up with those ideas, right? Now, to start earning revenue on YouTube through YouTube's ad network, which is Google AdSense, you have to be part of YouTube's partner program. So you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time in order to be eligible. You also have to be I think you have to be 18 years old. You have to be in good standing. So you're not stealing movies and then uploading them on YouTube and getting copyright strikes. And 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time It can sound like a lot if you're starting at 0, but once the spiderweb effect starts to take hold and YouTube is actually sending people to your videos, it becomes this, like, snowball effect. And so in 2020, Belle, who her channel used to be called Budget with Belle, she was a Video Pursuit Society member. She implemented the spiderweb strategy on her channel, which, to be fair, she talks about financial stuff. And money and stimulus checks were like pretty big topic in 2020, right? Her audience grew from 217 subscribers to almost 50,000. I didn't check her subscriber count today. So this screenshot was from, I think, maybe April. Um, and she got paid $40,000 from YouTube ads. And she had commented on one of my Instagram posts recently that that's not what I meant to do. I can't get rid of my face. That's life-changing money for her, right? So um it's not typical to start a YouTube channel, have it blow up, and have YouTube pay you tens of thousands of dollars within 1 year. Um, Bella's a really smart woman, and she knows her stuff when it comes to money and finances and budgeting. And she also saw an opportunity to apply what she wanted to talk about on YouTube, which was money, and apply that to what the world was talking about at the time. But that's not the only way to make money on YouTube. The partner program is great, but it's something you have to wait until YouTube recognizes that you have those subscribers and you have that watch time. Right? So how can we earn some revenue without waiting for YouTube's permission? One of the easiest ways to earn income online passively with YouTube is with affiliate marketing. And that's where you are going to implement with on your brainstorm sheet for day 3. Those software and daily use topics are going to come in, not topics, products are going to come in really handy for videos that are designed to bring in affiliate revenue. So the kinds of topics that are really easy to do this with would be like how-to videos, how to use such and such. Um, that sounds really vague. How to use this particular brand fertilizer, to stick with the gardening niche. Or this versus that videos are actually so smart to do. Like, Cricut versus silhouette machine. Terry knows what that is, I think, right? This versus that, this brand versus that brand, Canon versus Nikon, iPhone versus Android. I mean, is there anything other than iPhone, really? Um, but those kinds of videos are really great for affiliate marketing because people are searching for that kind of discussion right before they make a purchase. You wouldn't watch a video that's like Canon versus Nikon unless you were contemplating buying one or the other, or this Canon versus that Canon. It's like, which one should I buy? Oh, I know. I'm gonna go do some research on it. That person, that viewer is ready to buy something. And so, also the top 10 of something, like, top 10 best camera lenses, top 10 best fertilizers for your indoor herb garden. I made that up for sure. But top 10 is good because, again, it's you're getting people who are interested in spending some money. And so the way that affiliate marketing works is you have an account either with a brand or company directly, or through someplace like Share a Sale or impact.com. There are some other affiliate networks. And say you talk about a particular product in your video, you can link to that product. Oh, also Amazon has a pretty big affiliate program. You link to that product in the description of your video and you can tell people, I linked to this exact product. It's down in the description. And that link is traced back to you. So if somebody makes a purchase then Amazon or whoever your link is through is going to send you. It's always different depending on the program, but they'll send you a commission basically for bringing them that sale. So it's a sort of a form of advertising for companies. It doesn't cost the customer anything different anymore. Like, it's the same price whether they clicked on your link or just went directly to Amazon. But Amazon will pay a commission um, as a thank you for bringing them that sale, right? So that's affiliate marketing in a nutshell. There are a lot of laws and rules and regulations around affiliate marketing that I can't get into in this live stream, but just watch out for that. So let me show you how about the time that I 10x'd my affiliate revenue from one one of my affiliate partners. So I published this cluster of videos back in September 2021. If you're watching me on Instagram right now, then you're missing out on the slides, just to let you know. Um, so 2021, I published these 3 videos. The traffic to the background music video on the slide is coming from YouTube search and Google search. But also I have this whole iMovie tutorial playlist. And on the right, you can see that the payouts from one of the background music companies that I an affiliate for, you can see the payouts up from October to April was the last time I screenshotted that. And so it went from 150 in October to almost 1,500 in April. So a 10x, and you can see it went from 150, 180, 120, 480, 1,000, 1,000, 1,500. So it 10x. Now for 2020, when I went back and calculated what I made for the whole year of 2020, the average was 250. So this is the power of passive income, but it's really only possible because of the spiderweb strategy. This is the spiderweb effect in action here, because I have a cluster of videos that help drive viewers to each other. The videos, like, they find one video and then it helps them find the other videos because they're all connected. And it's all driving them to a video where it's converting that traffic into an affiliate sale. So, these videos aren't the only place that the affiliate link is, right? Because I also have blog posts. That's a really easy way to boost your audience growth and revenue outside of YouTube as well. And I also have a screenshot there of just to show that the background music video in that cluster of videos has only earned about $150 in ad revenue. So just to point out that ad revenue is great, but it's not the whole picture. It's not always the whole picture, right? So then we have working with brands. Working brands is fun. There's a huge misconception that working with brands requires you to have a huge audience. Like, why would a brand want to work with somebody that only has a couple hundred subscribers when they could work with somebody that has 1 million subscribers? But it's actually not true. They want a really engaged audience, not necessarily large numbers of people, but a high quality of people. Like, they'd rather be in front of an audience of people that they know will be customers, or that they know are already customers, than just to be in a pool of just a bunch of random people. So the number of followers you have or number of subscribers isn't really the most important thing when it comes to working with brands. But I wanted you to start thinking about who some of your dream brands are, and just write those down, keep those in mind. Tag them on social media. If you do create a piece of content where you mention them or you feature their product or something, let them know about it. Let them know that you exist. That's like step 1 of working with a brand, is like, they need to know you exist. So write down whatever brands you use regularly or often or whatever you have there. So sometimes you can also get paid in other ways from a brand, other ways than just money in your bank account. Money in your bank account is excellent. That's how you grow a business. But sometimes when you have an audience and you have some influence in your niche, sometimes you get paid in other ways. So, about 4 months or so after I started my YouTube channel, back in 2015, GoPro reached out to me, to be a part of their GoPro family. And, of course, I said yes. I only had a couple 100 YouTube subscribers at the time. So it wasn't I was not a big deal at all. I'm still not a big deal, but I only had a couple hundred subscribers, but I was creating a lot of content about how to use a GoPro camera. I was providing a lot of value to my audience around this one particular brand and their products, and that was valuable to that brand, right? So they wanted me to be a part of their GoPro family. So, of course, I said yes. They never paid me any money to talk about GoPro cameras. I never asked them to pay me any money. They just, every once in a while, they sent me a new camera when they released them. I don't really create GoPro content anymore, so they don't send me any new cameras, but I heard there's a new one coming out soon. Um, I don't know anything about it, honestly. So they also sent me to the GoPro Mountain Games back in 2018, which is they send people from the press, and basically it's a press event. And so that was really cool. I went whitewater rafting. So they didn't pay me anything except they paid for me to get there. They paid for me to stay there, food, everything was covered, and it was a really fun time, but I didn't get paid in cash. So there are other ways that you can get paid, that are really fun. Of course, one of my favorite revenue streams is digital products. So if you have a course idea, or maybe you already have a course or program or a digital download, you can write that down on this brainstorm sheet as well. And you can put your services in there if you have any services to offer. Now, Darren, I don't know if Darren was here yesterday. I don't see his face in the chat today, but Darren is a longtime Video Pursuit Society member. He has kind of an interesting multi-revenue, multiple, it's like multiple streams of revenue, but it's like all contained within one brand. So he partners with Canva in multiple different ways. So Darren is a graphic designer. He started hitting YouTube really hard over the last year and a half to 2 years or so at this point. He's grown from 500 to 4,000 subscribers. If you watched the kickoff video, which you all should have watched that by now, you would have seen at the beginning of the kickoff video a clip of Darren talking about how he is about to hit 500 subscribers by the end of the month. That was a couple months after he joined Video Pursuit Society. Now he's at 4,000. So we need an updated video clip from Darren. But through that journey, he became a Canva certified creative. So he's part of Canva's private community. He gets the inside scoop on new features before the release. So as a content creator, creating content about Canva, having a heads up is really valuable because he can create videos about certain features and stuff and have them ready to go and kind of like be the first one on YouTube talking about that feature. So he combines that with digital products because he creates paid templates and elements on Canva. And then when somebody uses them, he gets paid. He's also an affiliate for Canva. So when someone, sets up a Canva Pro account, he also gets paid. And he also created a digital course about using Canva as well. So same product, right? Canva, but multiple different streams of revenue there that Darren has created. So if you wait until you have a larger audience, you will definitely be leaving money on the table. But by creating multiple streams of income and publishing consistent content, your revenue will grow as your channel grows, but only if you have those set up from the very beginning. So, using the gardening example, um, I put down here for daily use products, I put down power tools. Why did I put down power tools for gardening? Probably to build a container garden. And I like power tools. Garden tools, fertilizer, hose, watering products. Brands, I put down Scott because I'm not a gardener and I couldn't think of anything else. Digital product. I had, again, this is a fictitious channel that I'll probably never create because I'm not into gardening. But what about a digital product for planting and growing a cutting garden, right? Where you can grow flowers they're all timed perfectly. So you always have something to cut and have fresh flowers in your house or maybe to sell. You would have to know how to plan that out and what to plant when and where and all that stuff. You could have a digital product that explains all of that stuff and helps your viewers, customers plan that stuff. Or even a service where you work with somebody to plan their cutting garden with them. Same thing as a digital product, but it's something that you're doing together with somebody, right? So, that's my examples using that gardening niche that I've been using throughout this week. So, I want you to start thinking about how, as you create your content, the web of content that you create earns revenues in multiple ways, even from one single video. Come up with a handful of items for each section in your day 3 workbook. And your products and software brands, your own digital products and services you can offer. Your mystery task for today is to circle the 3 or so revenue streams from that day 3 worksheet that you feel like would be really easy for you to create. So, like I said, services may not be for everybody, digital products may not be for everybody. Circle what you feel like is going to be easy, what really is exciting for you, and then post that homework in the Facebook group. So that we can see it and you can get feedback on it, because one of the bingo squares for today is to give 3 people feedback, right? Yeah, give feedback on at least 3 people's homework from day 3. That is square number 10. So, I wanna see what you create for your list of ideas in the Facebook group, and if you get stuck or you need help, just write a post in the challenge Facebook group so that I can help you, we can help you. You guys are incredible at helping each other, giving each other ideas and encouragement, and it's really awesome to see that. And so, if you don't post or if you don't ask a question or ask for help, then we can't help you. So, I'm in the group throughout the day, throughout the week. So don't be shy. Now, tomorrow you might notice, and I see questions in the chat. I'll answer questions in just a second. I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you, but tomorrow you may notice that I think there's no labels. Yeah, day 4 has no labels on the squares. The entire sheet is a mystery sheet. And that's because you're going to start to form a spider web tomorrow based on your own niche in your own topics. You've heard me mention the spider web effect a couple of times by now. We're going to get there. We're going to create that spider web on your channel. I promise. We're going to get there, and you'll find out exactly what to do with day 4 when you get that day 4 lesson in your inbox tomorrow morning, plus, of course, at 1 p.m. Eastern when I'm live again. So for now, your day 3 workbook, write down your revenue streams that you feel are going to work for your channel. Circle the ones that are going to be easy for you and post that in the group. Let me close this out. Let's see. There I am. Let me just answer any questions that you guys have, and and see where we're at here. So, um, Terry wants to know, did you say 4,000 hours? Yeah, it's 4,000 hours of watch time, right? I think that's what it is. Sometimes I get confused because other people do it in minutes, and it's 4,000 hours of watch time in the past 12 months. So, you don't have to there's usually some confusion about, like, that you have to accumulate that many hours within a year. You don't have to you don't have to accomplish that within a year. It's just within the previous 12 months, you have to have that many hours of watch time. I think YouTube wanted to make it harder for people to not any of you guys would never do this, but there are people who will download a movie or a TV show or some other viral video from any other platform, download it, and then upload it. And because it's something people are searching for, it gets lots of views. And so now that there's those thresholds, you can't just steal a piece of content and upload it and start making money right away. You used to be able to do that. So they made it harder for people to be criminals. So you guys would never do that. So, um, will there be a replay? Yes, yes, there is a replay. Um, and all of the when I go live every day here this week, all those videos are on YouTube and they're also in the Facebook group. But at the end of the week, they're going to come down, but you'll be able to see them on the all access page. So as long as you have that confirmation email in your inbox, then you'll have a link to the all access page to catch up. So you'll be all good there. Um, Dave was turned down by Amazon and Impact. That's okay. You can try again. You can try again. Um, usually I'm surprised. Well, I don't know. I'm surprised you were turned down by Amazon, but usually they want to see that you have something going on. So like so that they know this guy's not a spammer or a scammer, because, like, yeah, he does have a YouTube channel with videos up on there. So give it just a tiny bit of time and then just reapply when you have some more content and have like a more established um, brand. Essentially, I don't mean like super established. I mean like you have something there for them to see. Um, can you list a few affiliate programs? Again, Share a Sale, Impact, Amazon. Terry said Affiliately. I've never heard of that one. Um, those are some places that to go and look. Sometimes, so like with a place like Share a Sale, if you go to Share a Sale, you can see there's a bunch of different brands, a bunch of different products. So, sometimes a brand will just go through Share a Sale and say, "You guys manage our affiliate program." Other times, if there is a brand that you think maybe they have an affiliate program, you're not really sure, you could just Google it. If you just Google the brand and then the word affiliate program and see what comes up, or email them, ask their customer service. And also there's a company that I'm an affiliate for that I had a friend tell me you should be an affiliate for them. The payout is really good and I think would work really well for your channel. So I emailed them because I couldn't find anything on their site. So I emailed them, got to their customer service, and I said, "I'd like to join your affiliate program. How do I do that?" And the customer service person said, "We don't have an affiliate program." And I was like, "Well, I have a friend who's in your affiliate program and you're paying him money to promote your product. So what do you mean you don't have one?" Right? And so she responded back, "Oh, you're talking about our ambassador program." And I'm like, yeah, the same thing. That would be the same thing. So use affiliate program, ambassador program, partner program. Those are maybe some other words that you can look for on a website if you're looking for affiliate programs with them. Um, let's see. Aaliyah if I'm saying that right, has, she's an Amazon affiliate. Awesome. Um, Lady Fermenter, how does a digital course differ from having a video on YouTube? That is such a fantastic question. The way that I think about it is a digital course is more step by step, slower paced with more resources, more like digital downloads, PDFs, workbook, worksheet, spreadsheet. It really depends on the course, right? What resources you can create to for somebody who buys your course to make it easier and quicker for them to go through the material and actually implement what you're teaching. Whereas a YouTube video is YouTube is it's such a different like you want people to watch your YouTube video and then watch a bunch more of your YouTube videos. So they're not going to be as slow of a pace or as step by step because you want people to keep watching. So it's kind of like, it's kind of like what's the difference between a Netflix series that they publish one episode every, Sunday for 13 different what am I saying? 13 different episodes in a season versus going to watch a movie. They could have put it all in a movie. You could have sat there and watched the whole movie, but it's just the way they chose to drip it out that way. So I think that the main difference is on YouTube, you're delivering information quickly, unless you're doing a live stream like I'm doing right now. This is obviously not a 5-minute video. It's not edited. Um, that's what I would say. So another way to think about it too is creating if you have a digital course, why would somebody like buy your course versus just watching your YouTube videos? Like, right? If you're thinking about it like that, you can create videos that help give an overview of something without giving every single detail of do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. That would be a video that would be really difficult to have really good watch time on that video because it is so minute, so step by step. I feel like that maybe confused you more, but let me know if you have any follow-up questions. Um, Please clarify the first box of day 3. We're having like a massive rainstorm right now. So if my power goes out, which sometimes happens, I'll see you all tomorrow at 1 p.m. Day 3, the first box of day 3, daily use products or software. So these would be things, actual products that you use as it relates to the content that you create in your YouTube videos. So, in the example that I gave for if it was like a gardening video, what are the actual products that we use? We would use a certain type of soil, we would use certain types of garden tools, certain type of fertilizer. So, instead of being really general, like, oh, just use whatever fertilizer that you find at your garden store, maybe there's a specific brand or a specific type that works really well for what you're doing. Write that down. For me, for my business, I use cameras, I use lenses, I use lights, I use a microphone, I use an iPad. Those are things I use every single day that I create content about, right? For I know that Dave had posted in the group with wondering about daily use products. So Dave's channel is about hunting in Southern California. Well, if you're not hunting every day, then you don't have daily use products there, right? But you have gear. So whatever you're using to do the thing you're talking about on your YouTube channel, you have gear, you have clothing, you have what else do you have? You have gear, clothing, tree stands, you have like there's a lot of gear and stuff associated with hunting. So there's a ton of stuff there. So it doesn't have to be stuff you necessarily use every day, but that you would use every day when you're creating the stuff in your videos or teaching what you're teaching in your videos, if that makes sense. So I don't see any other questions popping up here for me. If you do have questions, now would be a great time to ask them. I can see Instagram over here. Hey, Pat. I've been like limping along with like one viewer each time over here on Instagram, which is hilarious. But if you're watching this on Instagram and you haven't signed up for the 5-day challenge, you can go to vidpromom.com/challenge. And I'm going to end my Instagram live stream real quick. I'm not 100% sure how that went over there because I couldn't be in two places at once. So I have an Amazon store. How would I connect that to my YouTube channel? Just a link in the comments. Yes, a link in the comments, and you can verbally mention it. So what I do, Terry, and hopefully I think if you have a website, you do have a website because I've seen it. I was there. If you can create if you're using WordPress, you can create a pretty link. If you're using the pretty link plugin, if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me know. But what you can do is create a pretty link that's like, so mine goes to vidpromom.com/gear. If you were to type that in right now, don't do that because you're watching my video. But if you were to do that right now, it would take you to my Amazon page. So I can tell people when someone says, "Hey Meredith, what camera and lights and stuff do you use?" I can say, "Oh, it's all listed right on my Amazon page at vidpromom.com/gear." And then it'll take them there, right? So you can do that verbally. I would think that would work really well for you, Terry, in your videos, to verbally be able to just say, oh, if you're curious about the stuff I'm using, then it's all listed right on my Amazon page at terryjohnson.com, whatever it is, whatever your .com is, /store or /gear or however you want to say it. But you can also link to it in your description. And then you can also use that store to categorize the different categories of things. So you could even have different links go to the different categories. So it's not just like dumping people all out onto like one big store. Digital products. Digital products would be like a course, a program, like a digital download. I have a course on how to edit YouTube videos for beginners. That's a digital course. Other people may have, if you have like a food and recipe channel, you may have a recipe, like a recipe book or a collection of recipes. They may just be a PDF that you don't give out for free. You charge for them. That would be a digital product. Terry has a membership program. That is another example of a digital product. So it's not a physical product. It's not like this cup from Starbucks. It's a digital product. Hopefully that answers your question. Let's see here. Is it a good idea to have a website along with a YouTube channel? Yes, it is a very good idea to have a website along with a YouTube channel because the content that you're creating on YouTube is basically already a blog post that you can turn into a blog post really easily. And so when, Google will have YouTube videos that show up as search results, and then they also have websites that show up as search results. So if you have a blog post and a YouTube video, and everyone's trying to compete to be on the first page of Google, you have this opportunity to take two of those spots with your video and your blog post, depending on how depending on obviously, it depends on the niche, the topic, the keyword research, how well they're SEO'd and everything, but you have the possibility to be able to do that, and because you're creating a YouTube video, you're already so close to creating a blog post that I think you might as well create a blog post along with it. We're not really gonna be talking about blogging a whole lot in the challenge. It is something that I talk about and teach in the Spiderweb strategy program that I have, a little bit more in depth. But yeah, I highly recommend it. I think it's probably one really easy thing that is often overlooked for YouTube creators. Um, a lot of YouTube creators are kind of like, blogging is dead. They kind of poo poo it without realizing how powerful it actually is and how easy it is if you're already creating the videos. Um, Lorraine Services, not sure if this applies. Yeah, if it doesn't apply to your channel, that's okay. Um, it's totally fine. So, but if you have some ideas, you could write them down. I'm a really big fan of brainstorming um things that you're like, I'm not going to do this. So what's the point of writing it down? But if you write it down, it helps your brain come up with more ideas, I think. So you don't have to write anything down. But you can if you want to. So my goal for the YouTube channel is to drive people to the club. Yes, to the digital product. That's a very good goal. I like that. And thanks for all your help. You are so welcome. So I'm going to sign off. You guys have been very active with the questions. I love it. I love answering questions because I never know if what I'm teaching you, if I'm like covering everything. So I'll be back here again tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern for day number 4. We are going to start digging into that spiderweb effect and creating that spiderweb on your channel. And will be on your way to building your profitable YouTube channel. So I'll see your homework in the group, and then I'll see you back here tomorrow at 1 p.m.